What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got some more NBA news to, of course, be talking about with you guys. For those of you who haven't heard about this, the Golden State Warriors have been in a lot of trade news very recently. Of course, they've been very interested in Bradley Beal. I actually recently just made a video on the whole Bradley Beal Golden State Warriors thing. I'm not too sure if it will be out at the time of this one is. I might be. Again, definitely stay tuned for that, or go check it out if it's already out once you're done watching this video. But the Warriors have actually discussed trading the number 6 overall pick to the Indiana Pacers, and this is all being reported by Evan Macy of Hoop Analyst. Now, this has led a lot of people to say it will be Myles Turner, because if we do the quick math real quick and we look at the player they were rumored in a couple weeks ago, it was Myles Turner. And of course, if it's the 7th pick, you know, 1 + 1 = 2. Like, again, Myles Turner, pick 7, it makes sense. I think something like this is definitely going to maybe happen. I don't know who the Golden State Warriors are going to trade for, but they're going to be trading for a lot of players. But to get Myles Turner, they'd actually have to do a sign and trade of Kelly Oubre, I believe, to make this happen, especially with all the cap situation. Now, Myles Turner is on about an $18 million, deal. So, to make this happen, I believe they'd have to kind of match up the salaries, which would most likely be something like that. Of course, Kelly Oubre wants about $20 million, so I'm sure he'd say, alright, $18 million, and I get to maybe go start on the Pacers. Sure, I'm doing it. The Pacers have a lot to work with, this off-season. In my opinion, they desperately need to trade either Myles Turner or Domantas Sabonis. In my opinion, Domantas Sabonis is a way better player, but is it just me, or have I seen a lot of Indiana Pacers fans say they would rather trade Sabonis than Myles Turner? Like, that's crazy to me. Like, I know Myles Turner is one of the best rim protectors in the league, if not the best rim protector in the league. But come on now, Domantas Sabonis is a gun, and I'm sure if he started at a center position, he would be even better than what he is right now. But, I don't know. It is what it is. Maybe the pick 7 might be for Domantas Sabonis, for all we know. I really doubt it. But also, in a way, I don't know if the Pacers want to trade Myles Turner, because they brought in a new coach. Sorry, I forgot his name. He was only there for a season, and it was a pretty bad season. But he really wanted to space the floor and, get three-point shooting up for the Indiana Pacers. But then they didn't trade Myles Turner. They did this and that, and he kind of didn't have that. And he got fired after a season. So, a part of me still thinks the Indiana Pacers don't want to trade Myles Turner, and they want to continue to rock with this, and they don't care about that three-point shooting, which is kind of weird to me, because again, Myles Turner is alright, about 30% from 3, but Domantas Sabonis is not that good of a shooter, and I just don't know if they really work that well together at all. So it's of course a very, very weird one, in my opinion. But again, when we look at this in the long run, they need to trade Myles Turner. I don't think they will, but let's just say they have begun discussions with Golden State to maybe do something like this. If I was them, I would just say, alright, pick 7 for Myles Turner, that's a fair deal. I think both teams get what they want out of this. But then I think to make this up, the Warriors got to chuck in Kelly Oubre to make this happen. Then I think if you're the Indiana Pacers, for Kelly Oubre, do you just say, hey, we've got, what do they have? They've got I think it's the 12th pick or something like that. The 13th pick or something. Do they say, hey, we'll try and chuck this in, and then you give us maybe, their 14, which I believe the Warriors have. Maybe, of course, so then the Warriors actually get to move up a couple positions with that pick, even though they lose Kelly Oubre. But some definitely Warriors could, look to kind of do this offseason as well. If they can move up, from that pick, and all they have to give up is Kelly Oubre, who was not that great for them, then that actually might be a bonus. Plus, you get that Victor Oladipo deal kind of guaranteed, because of the contracts kind of matching up. That is a pretty interesting thing, in my opinion, and something I could definitely, of course, see happening. But this is all speculation. I'm not saying that will happen. But it is just a very weird thing. I definitely think Myles Turner would be very good for the, of course, Golden State Warriors, but I think that would almost mean it would be James Wiseman getting traded, eventually. Like, I just can't see James Wiseman and Myles Turner really working out, you know, in the long run. And then that I'm looking at it right now, the Indiana Pacers do actually have the 13th pick. So I suppose the Golden State Warriors probably wouldn't want to move up just one pick for trading away Kelly Oubre. They'd probably want a lot more than that, so that's my fault. But when we look at this, it is going to be really hard to kind of map out a trade for this, especially considering Kelly Oubre is unsigned right now. I'm assuming if they had a whole entire trade going through, you know, maybe that the Indiana Pacers would just say, alright, this is the player we want you guys to draft with the 7th overall pick. The Warriors get it done, and then of course they trade, you know, whoever they pick, which will probably be like Davion Mitchell, you know, later on, and then something like that happens. If you're the Pacers, right, and you can come out of this draft and all of this type of stuff, and all you lose is like Myles Turner or another thing, and then you can bring back like a Davion Mitchell, maybe a Franz Wagner with the pick they already have, and a Kelly Oubre. That'd be a pretty good return if you ask me. Then Malcolm Brogdon can go back to playing that shooting guard position. You get another very good genuine point guard in Davion Mitchell, and things kind of go from there. Like, that'd be a really interesting small ball team. Like, could you imagine this small ball team? Davion Mitchell at point guard, Malcolm Brogdon at shooting guard, Kelly Oubre at small forward, TJ Warren at power forward, Domantas Sabonis at center. That team would literally have very, very good defense still, and the floor spacing would be so much better than what it is right now. So, if you're an Indiana Pacers fan, I don't think you'd mind that at all. Plus, if they bring back TJ McConnell, they'd have him coming off the bench. Maybe like, who even knows, Jeremy Lamb possibly coming off the bench. Maybe some veterans they'll probably go out and sign to come off the bench. So many of these players. It'd be a really nice situation for the Pacers, but how the Warriors kind of go about this, I guess, will be really up for debate. But of course, if you haven't already, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Of course, just don't forget to comment your thoughts and opinions, your mock trade. I really couldn't figure out a mock trade for this video that kind of gets this done, just because Kelly Oubre's unsigned, and I really think they'd have to trade him to kind of match up the contracts. So definitely let me know how you guys would all go about this. Would you guys, wait to make this trade happen? Would you, if you're the Pacers, let Golden State know who you want them to take at pick 7, so you get that player back in a trade later? Of course, just definitely let me know your thoughts and opinions on this down below. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to my gaming channel and my IRL/vlogging channels. Don't forget to check out my podcast as well if you haven't already, which I will all be linking in the description down below. But as I was saying, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.